Today, you're about to hear a true story, one that might take your sleep away tonight. If you're into mysterious and terrifying stories, don't forget to subscribe to Whisper Dark, because the next story might just be your own. My name is Ethan Hunter, and this happened when I was 17 years old. We lived in Bunburg, Tennessee, a small quiet town nestled between Watauga Lake and the Cherokee National Forest. During the day, this place looked beautiful, but as night fell, the waters of Watauga Lake turned pitch black, and the forest seemed to sink into complete darkness. Locals used to say there's something strange in those woods. Some believed the ghosts of old hunters roamed there, and others said a madman lived in the forest, coming out only at night. I used to laugh at those stories, but after that one night, my laughter was gone forever. Our house was on Watauga Avenue, a two-story wooden home with a backyard that led straight into the forest. Looking out the window at night felt like staring into a black curtain. My parents, Mark and Julia, were both working professionals. Dad was a bank manager, and Mom was a school teacher. That night, they went out to Johnson City for dinner at a restaurant called the Willow Tree and told me they'd be back by 11 p.m. I figured it was the perfect chance to invite over my girlfriend Emily Wilson and my childhood fry and Liam Ross. Emily was the cheerleader at Bunburg High, golden hair, green eyes, and that always smiling face everyone adored. Liam, my closest friend, was tall, strong, but always scared of the woods. He used to say, "There's something not right near Watauga Lake." We planned to watch The Conjuring 2 on Netflix, made some popcorn, grabbed some cold drinks, and sat down on the couch. It was exactly 9:30 p.m. The movie was at its scariest part when suddenly we heard a sound outside. Tap, 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 like someone was throwing small stones at the window. I thought maybe it was a raccoon or a deer, because animals often wandered near the houses around the lake. But Emily grabbed my hand and whispered, "Ethan, that's not an animal." I got up and walked slowly toward the large living room window, pulled back the curtain, and saw a shadow in the dark. It wasn't an animal, it was a man. He was standing at the edge of the forest, maybe 20 feet away. His hair was long, messy, and dirty, and in his hand was a small flashlight. He kept pointing at the ground. His face wasn't clearly visible, but his eyes, they were glowing like he was staring straight at us. Then he smiled, a smile that chilled me to my bones. Liam whispered, "Who is that?" Emily quickly picked up her phone and said, "Call the police." But I was frozen. The man suddenly stepped forward, and the flashlight beam landed right on our faces. I instantly shut the curtain and said, "Upstairs, now." We rushed up to my parents' bedroom and locked the door. Emily had tears running down her face, and Liam asked, "Do we have any weapons?" I pulled out Dad's old hunting rifle from the closet, but I had no idea how to use it. I called my mom. "Mom, someone's outside." Her voice changed instantly. "Ethan, stay quiet. Keep all the doors locked and call the police. We're coming back right now." Outside, the sounds got louder. The man was now closer to the house. Then we heard it. Knock, knock, knock on the window. Emily screamed, and I hushed her quickly. We then heard the back door rattling, like someone was trying to open it. Police were on their way, and every second felt heavier. I gripped the rifle and said, "If he gets in, we'll scare him off." 15 minutes later, police cars arrived. Officers searched the house and the yard, but the man was gone. Sergeant Clark said, "Sometimes strange people come around here, maybe just a homeless guy." But the next morning, we saw boot prints in the yard, circling around the house, stopping right under the back window. The prints led into the forest and disappeared in the muddy edge of the lake. Emily said, "That wasn't just some man. His eyes, they weren't normal." We stopped by a local shop to talk to some folks. An old man, Mr. Johnson, told us that there used to be a hunter named Elijah who lived near Watauga Lake and vanished years ago. People say he lost his mind and now roams the forest at night. After that night, Emily and Liam stopped coming over. My parents installed security cameras, but that man's smile haunted my mind. A few days later, my parents went out to Johnson City again. I was home alone. It was 11 p.m., and I was playing video games in my room. Suddenly, the same sound. Tap, tap, tap. This time, it was at my window. I turned off the lights and looked out. It was him. This time, he was holding a knife, lightly tapping it against the window glass. I grabbed the rifle and ran downstairs. The back door was shaking. Someone was trying to break in. I yelled, "Go away or I'll shoot." He stopped, and that smile, it grew wider. Then he ran into the forest. The police arrived. They checked everything. All they found were boot prints that led down to the edge of the lake. I started doing my own research, went to the local library and dug through old newspapers. Turned out, a hunter named Elijah Thomas really had gone missing 20 years ago near Watauga Lake. Some believed he was dead, but others said he was still out there. One night, I saw him again, standing at the edge of the forest. I shouted, "Who are you?" He didn't reply, just smiled and disappeared into the darkness. After that, we left Bunburg and moved to Johnson City. More people, no forest, but those eyes, that smile, still live in my nightmares. Maybe he's still out there, near Watauga Lake, ready to scare someone else. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. On Whisper Dark, hear a brand new horror story every week, and maybe next time, it's yours.